you look fine. If I had $1 for every time someone told me, you look fine, I could afford my treatment that my insurance won't cover. What you don't see is destroying millions of us. And what I'm about to share will forever change how you look at invisible illness. Disclaimer, not medical advice, patient story, and advocate only. 2 months ago, I was diagnosed with MS. What no one prepared me for was the isolation, the rushed appointments, the blank stares from family that thought I was fine. If you've ever felt dismissed by a doctor or misunderstood by the very people who are supposed to care, this is for you. Invisible illness doesn't just hurt your body, it hurts your identity. You start questioning your worth. You start wondering if you're going crazy. And the worst part, you start pretending you're fine when you're not. There are over 1 million of us living with MS in North America. But here's what most people don't know. 73% of us are dismissed by doctors. 68% say our symptoms are minimized. And on average, it takes 3 or more specialists before we even get an answer. I spent years thinking I was the problem. I would sit in my car after appointments, asking myself if I was weak. One neurologist literally told me, "You're walking, so you're fine." Another said, "Brain fog? Oh, that's just stress." And a third actually suggested yoga for nerve pain that felt like lightning running through my entire body. Yoga for lightning running through my body. That was the moment I almost gave up. Until I met Jennifer. Jennifer has been living with MS for 15 years. She looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Stop asking for permission to have symptoms." And in that instant, everything clicked. The problem isn't us. The problem is that the system trains us to shrink, to minimize, to be grateful for the scraps of care. Invisible doesn't mean imaginary. That sentence freed me more than any medication ever has. So how do you take back your power? I call it the voice method. Voice it. Symptoms, patterns, every small win. O, own it. Advocate confidently. Demand to be heard at every appointment. I, inspire connection. Find your tribe who actually gets it. C, create boldly. Share your story, because your voice can heal more than you realize. E, embrace thriving unapologetically, because this illness doesn't set your limits. You do. Once I started doing this, everything changed. Doctors started listening. My family started to understand. And for the first time in years, I started healing, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. And I'm not the only one. Sarah from Texas, she told me she used to cry in her car after every single appointment. Last month, she walked out of the doctor's office smiling for the first time. She was finally heard. Mike in Canada, he thought he was completely alone. Then he found a support group online. He told me that one Zoom call literally saved his life. Lisa in Florida, she went from feeling invisible to now being the leader of a group that helps dozens of new patients every week. This isn't just about MS. It's about reclaiming your life. You are not a burden. You are a warrior fighting a battle that most people don't even see. Every struggle is real, every tiny victory matters, and you are not invisible. So here's my promise. You are not alone. Subscribe. I post real, raw content every single week. Drop one thing in the comments that you wish people understood. I read them all because your voice matters and you're not alone. Share this video with someone you love, because trust me, there's someone in your life right now who's secretly struggling, pretending they're fine, and this might be the one thing that makes them feel seen. And if you're ready to go deeper, join my free community, because your story matters. You matter. And I'm not going anywhere. We're in this together, always.